敵勢力を殲滅する。ぶち壊してあげる。
よし今だアメリアさんよしくらえそった今だよし
オラオラオラ
トライアメリアさん今だ
Monster kill!
後で折り返しますので。
All right, I'll hop on the mic for a bit. Uh, I usually I hate streaming without the mic. It's a lot harder for me because I play such fast-paced games. But um, I'm just I'm a little bit overwhelmed. They're very nice people, but my neighbor turns into a different person when she gets anxious, and she says very hurtful things. It's hard. It's hard to have the burden of them relying on me so much. I just haven't had time to do anything. I don't have money to do anything for myself, and this channel has been doing really badly. Um, I'd say the last 3 months, the revenue has been really low, and it's stressful. I hate asking for help. I feel like I'm e-begging. I feel like I don't deserve it. I know that I deserve it. I know I work extremely hard, and I'm a good person and stuff, but it's just hard to have all that responsibility. She was begging me to come by. I walked out. I walked out of there earlier today. I went to go buy that controller for myself, which I didn't want to do, but I had to. I had to replace my equipment. I mean, that's just a reality of being a content creator. Sometimes shit just breaks, and you got to replace it. I felt an intense amount of guilt doing that because I make so little. I always struggle at the end of the month. I have to ask friends for help, and it's just draining. I wish that doing the right things like I am, I wish that I had more financial security. I wish that I made what I deserve, but they can't pay me enough. A neighbor was sending me texts just desperate for me to come back, and it's a lot of pressure. It really is. I just feel like they can't function without me sometimes. That's how it feels. I told them today, like, I need to take a week off. Whether I go to see my friends or not, I need to take a week off. And I really need to do that for my mental health. It's just I don't have any money to do anything. Um, Housing to see my friends is it's hard to. I had to stand up for myself. I came in there. I was happy that I did something for myself for a change. I bought myself the controller. I had dinner at Del Taco, and I went straight there. I brought them food and stuff, and they're just yelling because they're being threatened by somebody in the neighborhood, and they don't want to report it. And it's like, well, you're yelling at me. It's not my fault. You're yelling at me. You already rely on me too much, and you don't want to take responsibility and report it to the police. It's like, well, I mean, what do you expect me to do? There's nothing I can do. They need to take more action and do more things for themselves. I have my limits. I told them that today. I have my limits. I have my own shit I'm dealing with. I mean, there's been a lot that's happened just this year. I lost a good friend. My cat died. Just the deterioration of my mental health and the channel doing poorly and having to beg for help all the time. It's just draining. You know you're doing what you put here on the planet to do, but you just don't make anything. You don't have any time for yourself. You don't have any money for yourself. It's just hard. Really struggling just mentally and financially and trying to take care of you guys, take care of them all the time, and I just haven't been taking care of myself. I miss my friends. My circle has shrunk so much. It's just feel like I just don't exist to them, and I feel alone in life. Like just I told them that today. Yes, I told them from now on if they act like that, I'm just walking out. Period. They were begging me to come back, and I told them I came back to feed the cats and to hang out with Groupie because Groupie is very sweet and she doesn't deserve to be ignored. She's, you know, she's recovered from anxiety too. But I told them I came back to feed the cats, but if you guys start up again, I'm leaving. Period. I'm just gonna walk out. I had to do that for myself. I give a lot to people. I give a lot to people, but people have taken advantage of me, and I've been hurt a lot. I just have a hard time trusting people and opening up because I get taken advantage of. I've taken on the stress of others a lot in my life, and it just reached a point where I have to stick up for myself. So I'm at a breaking point mentally and financially. I really am. I've had to skip out on time with my friends and doing stuff for you guys because I'm always over there. She like panics when I'm not there. It's like you need to do some things for yourself. I can't do everything for you. I haven't had much of a life. I mean, none of us really have because of this pandemic, but I haven't had the time, I haven't had the money to just do things for myself, and I want to just break away and just see my friends and just I love the cats. It's the people there that are the hard thing to deal with. The cats are fine. I feel like I'm a part of their pack. They all really respect me, and it's a very rewarding feeling. It's just the people that live there. It's hard to deal with their stuff. I've got my own shit I'm dealing with, and I have to suppress it so much. I just don't have a place to release. And for what? You know, I'm broke all the time. I can't afford anything. I wish I just had hundreds of dollars to just treat myself to things and just do self-care, but I just don't. It really sucks. I haven't put as much effort into this for you guys because just I look at the numbers, I look at the viewers, I look at the views and the revenue and all that stuff's in my face and it just tells me I'm doing something wrong. It's my fault. I know it's not my fault, but it's draining to just work so hard. This is what I've put the most effort into my entire life, and it just does so poorly. I have to ask for help all the time, and I just want to be sufficient. I just want to be stable. I want to not be poor. How fucking hard I work. That's all I want. I give so much of myself to others, and I just can't. I can't give to myself. I sacrifice a lot for my neighbors and the cats and you guys, and I just haven't been able to care for myself. I'm so drained just working so hard and failing. I'm just gonna check this out, and I'm just gonna go to bed. They do give back. They do give a lot. They do help me out, but it's their mental state. I just can't deal with. I can't deal with it. She turns into a different person when she gets anxious. She says really hurtful things, telling me I need to man up. Like I don't already man up for them, bending over constantly to help them. They need me for everything, doing errands, the cats, like babysitting the house, borrowing money and buying groceries. It's just, it's a lot to manage. It really is. And I make barely anything, so... They had to bribe me back with a $20 bill for me to come back over there tonight. Because I just walked out. I walked out. I changed into my pajamas and I just sat here in my room. Sometimes I don't get paid. It takes them a long time to pay me. I can't describe how difficult it is. It's just a hard situation because they really care about me a lot. They treat me like family, but it's a lot of pressure to feel like they rely on me for everything, and I just... I stuck up for myself twice today. She asked me to borrow money and I told her no. I can't do that right now. I can't. I needed to go do something for myself. I bought that new controller today and I have an intense amount of guilt for doing that, but I had to do it. I had to do it. I know unless I get donations that I'm gonna struggle for doing that, but the reality is I needed to do shit for myself. They just ask a lot of me, and I can't always accommodate them. I'm barely hanging on myself, like mentally and financially. I just feel like their house is gonna fall apart if I'm not there for a week. And that's an insane amount of pressure to be put on one person. Just wish I just didn't have to worry about money. I know that's something everybody has to deal with. I don't want to act like this is exclusive to me, but it's the shit I deal with. It's hard.
You lose.
ひどいよ。これからが本番よ。
永遠にお眠り。Ready? Go!
これはどうかしら。これはどうかしら。これはどうかしら。これはどうかしら。忍び鉢。
絶望の中であがった You win!
Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I have a really bad tension headache right now. It's really starting to mess with me. I'm gonna ask if I can take today off. And I think even if they say no, I think I'm gonna take it off anyway. I can't deal with their stuff right now. I just can't. I'm incredibly stressed out and just tired. Really tired. This channel is doing so badly, and I just feel trapped. I feel trapped. Like I'm doing the right things, but I just don't make any money. I don't have time for myself, and I'm giving so much of myself to others, and it's a lot to bear, and it's just not paying off. I wish I knew what the solution. I think the solution is to just go on vacation and get away for a bit, and I haven't had the ability to do that because of the pandemic. You know, I am vaccinated. That part's done. It's just breaking away from my neighbors and the money, it's the money and the housing. I'm going to accept your guys' help. I'm going to do that. I know you guys appreciate me. I'm going to accept the help. I mean, it's vacation's obviously not going to happen this month. There's way too much planning involved, but just help replacing some of this stuff and just not being so stressed about money. I think that's what I need right now. Um, I have some games to give away. I'm gonna try to arrange something. I don't know when I'll have the time or the mental capacity to do it, especially right now. But that's something I want to look into. I know everybody else is really struggling with money too, and I feel selfish, but I know that I provide a lot for you guys. I provide a lot for my neighbors. Uh, just everybody in my life. I've always been compassionate and empathetic, and I'm a giving person. But I'm the one that needs help this time, and I think tonight was kind of a wake-up call. I'm glad that I walked out on them. But then she sent me a bunch of desperate texts begging me to come back, and their mom had to call me and tell me to come back. They basically bribed me with money to come back. It was like, it's not the money. I mean, the money is nice. The $20 they're gonna pay me is nice, but it's that doesn't excuse the mental turmoil, the strain and the pain that I have to deal with when they get like that. It's just she always wants someone else to do things for her. You know, if they're being threatened over there, they need to take care of that themselves. And then tell me, why are you upset? Well, it's like, well, I walk back from your place at almost 10 o'clock at night, every night, without a break. Of course it affects me too. And you guys are like, oh, you're not gonna call the police. Look, why the hell are you not reporting it? Why are you not reporting it? You're just letting these people walk all over you. Someone has been threatening them over there. A couple days ago, someone took their Halloween pumpkins and smashed them and left a razor blade on the driveway. And then apparently yesterday, uh, they left a decapitated rat's head on their porch. And they're all anxious about it, but they're refusing to take action. They need to do things for themselves. I can't do everything for them. And it affects me too. I already have trauma from being assaulted. I already have trauma from that. I've been assaulted here in town, not far from their house. I've been run over by a car. Like, of course it affects me, and pisses me off that she says it's not my problem. Of course it is. But they need to take the initiative and stop asking everybody else to do things for them or ask me to do it. They need to do things themselves. It's a lot of pressure on me. I feel like if I just disappeared for a month, like I don't know how their family would function. I really don't. I don't know how they would function without me. I mean, it's humbling in a way that they need me so much, but it's an insurmountable amount of pressure. It really is. I haven't had time or money to do anything for myself. Like everything is around helping them every day. And she panics when I'm not there. I mean, there's been a couple times I've been late. Like I was at the game center with my friends, like actually taking some time for myself for a change. And she calls and she's panicking, like, "Where are you? I need you." It's like, you can feed the cats yourself. You can do it. You don't want to do it, but you can. Your brother is there. He can do it. And I love the cats. The cats are like my best friends. They have been a really big pillar for me during this whole pandemic thing. But it's just a difficult situation. I'm glad I stood up for myself today. But I just feel like I'm at my breaking point. Mentally, financially, it's affecting me physically too. It's just I can't describe how hard it is. That's not even taking into account the personal shit that I've had to deal with. But I have to take on all their stress too. They don't want to report it, and it's just like, why? You're complaining about it. You're clearly shaken by it, which you should be. But you're not taking action. You have to take action. She's just so over reliant on me. I wish I could show you guys the text that she sent me today. Like I didn't respond because I'm like I just don't want to deal with this right now. I can't go over there and deal with them yelling at each other and screaming and getting all bent out of shape all the time. I started crying and she told me to man up. Like, bullshit, I don't need to man up. I'm human. I'm over there working for you and you guys are blowing up at each other. And I just got back from actually taking care of myself. I bought myself a controller. I bought myself dinner. And that's hard for me to do because I don't have any money. She says really hateful things when she's anxious. It's hard. She does apologize, but I just get tired of the cycle. I get sick of it. No, I don't want to do it. They need to do it. They need to stop relying on me so much. Really, they do. I mean, look at me right now. I'm crying at 1 in the morning. I'm in pain from all the tension from the stress, and I have to go back and do it again today. And I don't know how they're gonna be. It's always like it's like a loot box going over there. It really is. You don't know what you're gonna get. Sometimes it's completely fine. The days that I stream there, it's fine. But there's other times like now I walk in and it's just chaos. They're screaming at each other and saying mean things to me and making a bunch of noise and it's like it's not normal. It's not. Anyway, I think I'm done for tonight. Let me see. Is there anyone on right now? I need a comfy stream to watch. I'm just gonna try to get some rest. I don't really have anything to play right now anyway. It's been kind of a dry month. Age of Calamity was fun for a while, but that game has terrible RNG. I'm glad, I bought that game ages ago, last year. I didn't play it until now. I had fun with it, but the flaws it has are very apparent. And especially for me, I haven't played a Zelda game in like 16 years before that one. Um, I like the combat. Um, I like the move sets and stuff are very good in that game, but um, it's just a nightmare to make builds. It just feels like a fruitless grind. I didn't really buy that to make content for it anyway. I mean, it's a first party Nintendo game. Like, even if I had played that at launch, I don't think it would have really uh, helped me grow. I had fun with it for a week. I'm still playing it casually, but that end game in that is a hot mess. It's baffling how bad it is. It's like really bad. It's a shame. I actually think that's one of the best Muso games they put out in a while, but uh, the end game ruins it. I think the end game is actually worse than the frame rate. The game doesn't really seem to eat inputs despite how bad the frame rate is, which is one of the things that really sucks about bad frame rates, but the end game is terrible. By the time that you max out like one character with a good weapon, the game is over. Like I finished the DLC in a couple hours, and there's like not really much else to it. That's been part of my stress too. Is Muso is like my lifeblood, and I don't know. Those games they've just felt so soulless lately, soulless and half finished, and like they just don't put heart into them anymore. I still like playing them. I mean, I enjoyed Age of Calamity for what it was worth. Um, I just feel like there's obvious shit wrong with it, and it gets frustrating when you play something for so long and um, no, they just don't make vertical progress. They're always going down. It's like this bumpy road. Well, they don't take the initiative for themselves. They don't do that. They're not capable of doing it. They have their own struggles, and I understand that. But they like to lump a lot of it on me because I'm a reliable person. You know, I I'm a man of my word for the most part. I mean, the thing I struggle with the most is paying people back because I just don't have money. But the people that help me out don't really care. They're still my friends. But in terms of like showing up for things or doing what I'm told to do or doing things I say I'm going to do, I do those things all the time. But I can't be relied on that much. That's what the problem is. It's the over reliance that's an issue, and it puts a lot of pressure on me. Anyway, I'm done for tonight. Um, glad I hopped on the mic for a bit. I didn't get out of control. I just I didn't want to blow up and make people think like I'm trying to fake it for donations and stuff. That's definitely not it. It's me being at a breaking point. That's what the problem is. Um, I just didn't want to get myself more amped up at night, and this is when I need to relax. I wanted to stream more for you guys, but I think tonight I just need to rest. Um, this month is pretty barren, to be honest. Um, Probably just gonna be playing the usual stuff. Might play some KOF more. PGR, I kind of quit. I kind of quit that game because I hate the fatigue system. This is coming from somebody who defends fatigue systems too. That game felt more like a job than anything else I played. I think I'm like over that game for now. Um, I'm probably just gonna be playing random stuff this month. I know that's gonna hurt my revenue too, but I mean that's not something that I can control. Uh, I can't control the algorithm. I can't control that the algorithm on here just doesn't like people like me. I can't control that, but I can't control the games that are out either. I mean that's kind of the problem too. Is there just hasn't been anything really meaty to play for a while. But I've got some mods and stuff to work with, so yeah. Thanks for watching. Um, You guys want to help me? I mean, honestly, right now, I've replaced almost everything. Uh, I replaced the Switch controller today. I got a clip for my Pro 2 so I can do mobile content again. Um, it's mostly just right now. Uh, I just want to not be stressed about money. And full disclosure, I might buy myself something to eat. I might buy a game that I might not play it for content. I might just play it to relax. Like that is what I need right now. It's self-care, and anything game related I will share with you guys. But uh, that's basically it right now. Here's my link. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for listening. I'll play more of that Lee Blade game. I'm really enjoying that game. It's just kind of hard on my hands. Probably do a level of that a day, and then I'll crank out an overview. That's like my next project right now, but that game's pretty short, so I'll try to get to that this week. It's only Wednesday, so I heard the game's like 3 to 6 hours long. So that'll be the next thing I'm going to be doing. Aside from that, it's just going to be just random stuff. Nothing really major. Thanks for watching.